This is Code.org, and we're going to be getting into text prompts and variables. I'm excited. Let's get going. This is Code.org. Let's take a look. Oh, a multiple choice. Students, let's go ahead and talk about this together. Keep in mind, once you click an answer and hit run, your answer gets submitted to your teacher, which is me if that's me, and you can't change it. So let's think carefully. All right, we're going to look at the code, see what we think is going to happen. So when I click run, the background gets set to wood. Oh yeah, it's already that. So yep, fork and knife, sure, 200, yep, that's the location. And what's going to happen? Prompt user. What will you be eating? And it looks like it's printing that out. And then now what's this? For variable meal. So, I wonder what that's going to be. So it's asking what we'll be eating. And under that, we can type something. And then it says a variable is going to exist. And that variable's name is meal. Well, let's see. When meal answered, print one food coming right up. Okay, so if you're thinking about this, well, it's going to print out the food that's coming up. But wait a minute. What's food? Okay, let me read through. Oh, they're being tricky. Do you spot this? So a variable is that thing that can hold data of something else, right? In math, x plus 2 equals 3. Well, then x would be 1. In code, what if this said meal plus 2 equals 3? Meal would be 1. But this is a different type of variable, apparently. It looks like they're going to ask us a question, and I think what we put in here is going to become meal. So meal will be equal to whatever word I put in there. Maybe I put unicorn. That'd be weird. Maybe I do. So the variable then would be equal to unicorn. This happens to be meal. If our variable was x, and I said, what are you eating? And it said variable x, then x would be equal to unicorn, if that was my answer. Now, when meal, okay, and we're pretending I wrote unicorn, so when meal is answered and I wrote unicorn, print out one food, but what's food? I have meal, so if it said print one meal, that would be unicorn, like I said, but food, there's nothing here that says food unless that's just some random thing. It might as well say print one y, come right up. This doesn't equal anything. So if we have nothing then for food, I think we'll still print these words once, but there's nothing here, so we'll have nothing to print. It doesn't equal anything coming right up. So I'm going to guess 1 coming right up with no word in between. Let's hit run, and I'm going to type pizza. Well, it's showing as green. They have been having a glitch with those. I know we're right. So we'll count it good. Onward. And here we are. So these are some really great examples for us. I'm going to take a quick look at all of them just to kind of get ideas. Drag 3 dots to the side. Oh, yeah. All right. So look at these programs. We're going to be making one of our own. Make a new, right? And we know how to do this, but we're going to make a present here. We begin having it grow. This asks a question. What do they do then? And this can give us ideas. When age is, and they show happy birthday. They'll remove the package. This kind of helps me get ideas. There's a lot of really good examples. Here's the next one. The robot, it's going to start patrolling, enter your name. What are we going to do? Ask your age. When age is answered, wow, I'm blank too. What's your favorite color? So that's kind of fun. And here's that last one, party games. Play a party game. Enter an adjective. Oh, this is like a Mad Lib. Object, number, and it comes up with a little story. So there's some really good ideas. I do encourage you to take a look at that. Let's keep on going through though. Stop. Are you sure you're ready to move on? In the next level, you're going to begin writing the code for your project. This works best if you have a plan, a list of questions you want to ask. Okay, so you really do want to have this. You might even have gotten a planning sheet. If you're my student, you definitely did. So, other text that you'll display, a description of the drawing of the sprites you'll need. If not sure, if you're ready to move on, check with your teacher. All right, but we are ready. So let's keep going. All right, choose from the following. Greeting card 1, greeting card 2, and we get to pick any of these. I'm going to pick the first one, but all of these should be similar and give you a good idea of what to do. Hopefully that glitch doesn't follow us with the text. All right, create a custom greeting card. You can use Sprite Lab to create a customized greeting card for a holiday or a special occasion. Using variables, your card will ask the user questions and then display customized messages. This works best if you have a plan. Your program needs to ask the user at least one question. Your program needs to print text for at least one variable. Your program needs to include sprites with behaviors. Don't let any of this scare you. Means it will be a part of a larger challenge. So let's just do these in order, guys. Your program needs to ask the user one question. So, and keep in mind, we still have all of those examples they provided us that we can make use of. I'm going to do less here. There we are. And we're going to start how we have been. I'm going to go to world. I'm going to pick a background. Boom. Is there a space one? Sure. That is not, that's like not space. No. No, that's not, I don't like that one. What? Where's the space one? Fine. I'll settle. Okay. That, and now I want a character, so I'm going to head over to sprites. I'm going to make a new, a cake. Not a big ice cream fan, so I'm not going to do that. I know I'm terrible. No. Sure, let's do a snowman. And then I need to add a behavior, of course. So I'm going to go ahead into behaviors and say sprite. Now, I don't have a cake sprite, right? We're putting together everything we've already learned. When snowman, or sprite snowman, and what am I going to have our sprite do? Gonna say, jittering? Sure. I'm gonna make our snowman jitter a bit. And again, if you're stuck for ideas, remember all the great examples they already gave us. Okay, so I'm gonna say now, text and prompt. Here's where we can ask for something. That was under world, and I'll just drop this here. So right when we start, I'm going to say, winter is great. What? Or no, how about just, what is your favorite season? Great. And I got it super zoomed in so it's easier to read, but there we are. What is your favorite season? And now I get to make a variable. So I'll just name my variable. Rename all. Sure, I only have one, so that doesn't really matter. And I'll just call this season. Rename. Now I could have named it Fred, I just have to be consistent. All right. So now that we have that, let me double check the requirements. Your need to ask question needs to print text for at least one variable, needs to include sprite with behaviors. So now I have to print text from at least one variable. Okay? And so to do that, now how do I know when the variable is set? Because if I just say right here, print, and I can even grab one of these instead, because these we attach to, so it's a bit easier to get an idea of how this works. And notice what I'm doing. I just grabbed a few of these blocks with the quotes, and this I can change to that variable. So now I can say, I love, and season is going to be whatever they wrote. So the variable is going to be, this word season is going to be whatever I wrote, exclamation point, except it's not. I hope you're saying, Mr. Kaiser, you're wrong. This isn't going to work. Because well, what's going on here? Where's my season? Why isn't it there? Why is it just I love? Oh, wait a minute. That's because when I click run, all of this code runs instantly. So it's working just fine. I click run and it says, okay, make this sprite, do a background, make this sprite jitter, ask the user for a season, save whatever they say here in this variable season. So now season will be equal to whatever they input. I let the computer know that that's where it's going to be stored. And then I say right away, print I love you season. Well, this runs the second I hit run, a millisecond, instantly, right? It's not waiting. We're not saying, hey, wait to do this. It says, okay, I'm going to do all this. And it puts the prompt out there and it says, okay, whatever answered for this prompt will be season. Sets that all up, goes to the next line. I haven't had time to enter anything. This is a millisecond, the second I click run. And it says, I love season. Oh, well, what's season equal? Smack. Well, it doesn't equal anything. Again, this happens the millisecond I hit run. So it knows that once someone types something in here, that will now be what season is equal to. But season, with the second I hit run, the millisecond is not equal to anything. So it prints blank. And that's why we need to use an event. right? We need to say, hey, on the event, so I'm going to do a when block. When what? Well, I'm going to do when season is answered. What I'm saying here is when they put some information in. So right away, I can ask them this question, sure, and then I can let the computer know, hey, when they answer, whatever this is going to be the variable season. But I don't want to print it out until they actually enter it. So when season is answered, well, then I'll print season. So watch. Let's reset and run. Notice how nothing's printed right away. And I'll say this time summer and hit. It looks like there's a bit of a glitch right now. Hopefully they'll have this solved soon. But what should be printing is I love season at the top. This is the correct way. Or I love, and then if I entered summer or fall, that is the correct code. I'm certain of it. So I'm going to go ahead in anticipation of that not being an issue. It should be printing up here. Hopefully they'll fix that soon. But this is how I would do it. And I can ask any question I want. What is your favorite season? What's your name? And I could say, hello, blah, 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 right? I can do, maybe I want to say, what is the best winter weather, right? I want to give you a few different examples of how this could work. And then instead of naming that season, I would say rename all season to, I don't know, weather, right? And now I can hit rename. And now it says, I love, or if this is going to be weather, maybe I want to say, that is fun. Or maybe I'll say, it is fun to play in, and whatever they say, it would make sense, right? Rain, snow, whatever. And now I'll say it like this. And I can even put words afterwards if I wanted, or just do a period or anything like that. And this text will go around it. Maybe I want to throw some other stuff here. Maybe at this point, I'll go ahead and say behavior. I'll switch up my sprite. My sprite was jittering, so now I'll also, once they answer this, add the behavior of spinning left, right? And who knows, maybe we can get really fun and play a sound or something like that. But now I'm going to do boop and show you what I mean. What's the best weather? I'll say snow and hit enter. And what should be occurring is my sprite spinning. Bit of a glitch for now, but cool. All right, let me go ahead and do doop. And let's double check the next part of that, which is part 2. So you can now add whatever you like, your card, interactive, changing the behaviors. Yep. So I might add another event. I could add another question. Let's get fancy with this. I'll go ahead and do when up. Sure. We'll give them a little bit of surprise. So when up is pressed, I'm going to say stop everything. Right? He'll stop everything. And then maybe I'll say, I'll begin patrolling now. And I could even do something fun, like change the background. Cool, right? And it can really be up to us at this point. Maybe I want to ask another question. It's totally up to you. It's annoying that they have this glitch right now, but I think you get the idea of being able to ask a question, having it saved in a variable like weather, or whatever you have for your variable, maybe name, and then having it respond in some way. You could also put a sound here. Just have fun with it. Cool. Onward.